I'm gonna actually speak up on this as well.
Is it live now or?
Yeah, it's live now. How are you doing, Stoo?
Alright, how are you?
I'm fine. So, what, the whole thing with the E3 stuff going down this week?
Yeah, it's I don't know. All these leaks are coming out straight away, and it's like
Metal Wolf Chaos, man. I'm so hyped.
I knew you'd say that.
We come.
Metal Wolf Chaos.
And this is like really improv because it's all my fault because I turned around and saw the Metal Wolf Chaos stuff because Stu just turns around and goes, do you know what? Devolver Digital's just got Metal Wolf Chaos posted up, and I was like, wait, what? And go on the Twitter, it's got the presidential seal. Can't quite hear you. What the is this? There we go. Let's try that.
Can you hear us now?
It might be. It might be because I'm not like extremely close to the microphone.
Am I coming in clear?
You're probably not.
Testes. 1, 2, 3.
That moment where you want to talk about stuff and then everybody in chat's like, your microphone's not loud enough! Even though I've got it boosted.
Just give it a minute because someone will...
Much better. That might be because I turned the...
all the way to 11.
I know, right? So, like, audio check here. Stu, you talk.
Hello. Testes 1, 2, 3.
So you can hear that, right? Also, you can hear Jen dying in the background because she currently has a cold. Say hi, Jen.
Hi.
So,
I'm not having a sandwich yet.
I don't suppose there's a way for me to join into Siphon. Not particularly. We've kind of just got the microphone set up in the living room on a table. But I mean, chat's always fun to interact with.
What's everyone excited for E3?
Metal Wolf Chaos, man. That tweet just. The thing is,
I saw it.
Before E3, right? My approach going into this was, oh, E3's happening. I checked yesterday. I'm like, I wonder when E3's going on. And then the news on Google is like, E3's like right now. Sony started, and I'm like, what? I go and check, and they're like, yeah, E3's in 4 days, and I'm like, oh, okay, 4 days. I don't know what I'm expecting. I've not really looked too much. It's fine. We got some leaks about what Fallout 76. Then we had not All Stars Racing, Sonic Racing, Sonic Team Racing, yeah.
Sonic Auto.
I wish. And then you just pulled that one for Metal Wolf Chaos, and I've just absolutely lost it now.
I think that's what triggered this stream, really.
You just want to talk about Metal Wolf.
Yeah, I know.
Just call the game Richard Remastered.
Richard! It's the president, man.
So, yeah, Captain Toad Treasure Track is out next month.
So what else have we got? Like, are there any...
Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. I didn't even know that was coming out next month.
Yeah, there have been hints about that. Didn't you say something about that, Jen, coming out?
Which one?
Red Faction Guerrilla. You might be a bit low here, by the way.
No, I think it was Sean mentioned it, and then I got really happy because the magnet gun.
Yeah.
The best gun ever.
So one of Jen's favourite games is getting released.
I love that.
No, it's not my favourite weapon.
We know, like we were saying before,
I'm with Jen.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to have a new trailer. You just know it will. It's had a trailer like every year.
Even though it's got the most confusing story, it's one of the most fun games. Well, one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most fun games. But it has such a weird, confusing story.
Everybody's chiming in now, so we got loads of people watching. So Forbidden says, "Did you say see the DOA trailer?" Yes, I did. That is awesome. I'm not so sure about Kasumi's ninja costume, but then again, that's the same one from 5 that they just upgraded. So it's like I was saying to Stu before, as long as they don't go back on the whole silly kind of attitude that they have with the DOA franchise, you know, what they're known for, basically. As long as they don't do what they were going to do with 5, or they were thinking of doing, and deciding, you know, we'll take a more serious approach and maybe tone things down. As long as that doesn't happen, we're fine. I love DOA.
What? That's one thing I didn't know about. I know you're playing. Sorry about that, John. On the Xbox.
Yeah, you didn't hear the news of No Man's Sky X next coming out on the Xbox.
Yeah, No Man's Sky's coming out on the
I
Xbox.
did not
It's
know
not a
that.
PlayStation exclusive anymore.
I don't know if they're going to show anything at E3 though, because well, it says the release date there, June. So it could be because they need to get a little bit of hype for it.
Heavy says, I'm not overthinking the fact that they've just announced Sonic Team Racing and they've just put out All Stars Racing for free on Xbox Live.
Oh, nice. I can go and download that then.
Yeah, it's been free for about, what, a week or something now? Jen got it the other day, even though we've got, like, the physical copy.
It'll be free for 2 weeks, and then they change it for something else.
So,
also on the Switch in August, the Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate.
So we'll
Switch.
probably see something about that then.
That'll be awesome. If that's in, yeah, it's August. Yeah, sweet.
Siphon in chat has just said, "What do you think about Halo 6 maybe being at the convention?"
See, me and Dave have we have some differences on Halo, but we always come back and agree at the end. But I don't know. Since it's Microsoft's baby, they're gonna do it. Either a battle royale.
Battle Royale Halo. I hope not.
I'll take the online only mode from that game. I forgot who made it online. Wasn't it in Russia? What?
Oh, DayZ.
No, the Halo Online.
Oh, Halo Online. I get you. Yeah, if they did it like Halo if they actually just turned around and announced at E3 we're doing Halo Online as part of it, I would be kind of happy, kind of upset at the same time because of how they've been treating it. I'm trying to get the stream here on my iPhone so I can.
Are they gonna do Halo with Final Fantasy now, with the Roman numerals instead of having a 6?
God knows. I honestly I hope they don't butcher the damn thing.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a new Master Chief story, but
Here we go.
I don't know.
I got chat on my iPhone here. So, Siphon says, any thoughts on possibility of a Fallout 3 remake? Oh, yes.
That'll be I would like that very much, please.
Go on, Jen, because you're itching there.
I know that's going to annoy a lot of people because they want them to redo Fallout 1 and 2 in the new style. But at the same time, I'm glad if they don't, because especially with Fallout 1, there's elements that wouldn't work or be completely lost in a first person, third person perspective.
I'd like to see Fallout 1 and 2 the same style as obviously the original, just remaster the graphics similar to StarCraft 2 and similar to that type of that graphical setting. I'd like that.
Forbidden says, I'd stab a bitch in Microsoft if they announced Halo Battle Royale.
Well, no, I only said that for a laugh, but yeah, it's...
The funny thing is, they actually trolled one of the major Halo YouTubers a while back by announcing it as an April Fool's, and they actually took it seriously. It was so stupid.
I think September is going to be a good month. I know this is not E3 now, we're just talking
Dude, you're just getting hyped about games in general.
I am getting hyped about Spider-Man in September.
Spider-Man will probably have an E3 video because they've been hyping up that quite a lot.
That's the one thing I'm really looking forward to because I just loved how smooth it looked and how just the way it looked.
Heavy says in chat here, I wonder if the new Gundam Breaker is going to make a new E3 appearance because it's the first Gundam Breaker game released outside of Asia. To be honest, I was going to do another video on that the other day. It's cool. I really want that new Gundam Breaker. I've been looking for it on Steam, for pre-order. They've not got the Steam page up yet. It had me worried like crazy because I'm thinking you just know the PC version's going to get modded to hell and back, and it's on Unreal Engine 4. I just can't wait to see if I can put my my other models in there. But yeah, I want to get Gundam Breaker when it's launched. I've been waiting for it. I went on Chan the other day and was like, does anybody can anybody give me an opinion on this? Because I've seen videos for 3 and it looks interesting, but everybody from 3 has been complaining about the new one because of the way the parts are done. Is there any thing that you can tell me not playing Gundam Breaker at all that would get me to buy it because Gundam Versus was terrible for me? And they were like, oh, you'll probably enjoy it. I'm just like, well, that doesn't do anything for me,
No, it's...
I would love it if they did, to address Siphon here, I would love it if they did Fallout 3 remake, because that one was like the first time that I got properly into Fallout, when I remember Jen saying like, Fallout's brilliant 1 and 2, and then we were all like on the fence just saying, well, we're not sure, and then next minute 3 comes out and I'm just wandering around the wilderness for like 300 hours not doing the storyline.
You accidentally ran into the story that was halfway through the story, so you missed half the story.
I remember you, Jen, lending me Fallout 2. It was... I enjoyed that.
So, Heavy says, the main controversy about Gundam is the removal of builder parts and optional abilities. That's exactly what I saw. I was wondering like how much that would impact it, because apparently it lowers the arsenal of weapons that you can get. It's all about cosmetics. Siphon says, I just want a Gundam game that allows customization on the level of Armored Core. Honestly, I think the new Gundam Breaker does by the look of it. I'll show you the videos later, Stu. It's really good.
Okay. On the speculation, I know one of them, a lot of people are saying about Devil May Cry 5.
Devil May Cry 5?
Well, there's some people saying that the main character will be Virgil, so I don't know.
Well, technically, wasn't it 3 that you played as Virgil until you were finished the story, and then you were Dante?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Basically, all I want is if they have Devil May Cry 5, as long as it is a direct sequel to 4 and it has Nero in it, and Nero has to be voiced by Johnny Young Bosch.
That'd be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
Because, you know, with Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, you get to play as everyone else, don't you?
Yeah.
And you get, obviously you do like Virgil's storyline, so I don't know if it will continue from there, but I'd like to see Nero's story, so that'll be...
We still need to find out about the Devil Arm.
Yeah.
They didn't explain it. Here's one for all of us. Forbidden says they better have Final Fantasy VII footage.
That has to happen.
They'll show something.
If they show something, which they, like Jen said, they probably will. Honestly, it's going to be like that time where they showed the other trailer.
Yeah.
Jen was asleep in the other room. I'm still up watching the conference. And then immediately everything dies down, and then the FF7 stuff came on. I lost it. I turned around to Jen in the morning and went, "You are going to see the best thing you have ever seen when you go into work." And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Get on YouTube, watch this stuff." And then next minute it was just like, "Yes, this is brilliant."
It really was. I can't believe it actually happened as well, and that was the moment everyone just lost their minds. It was brilliant. And Shenmue 3. I want to see some Shenmue 3. Well, more Shenmue 3.
I still need to play Shenmue 1 and 2. Jen's played them all the way through, but I'm going to have to get them on my Dreamcast and play them, like, actually bother to play them.
I played a bit of 1.
We do own them.
I know we own them, but I mean, like, on the emulator, so I can do video for it.
I've got 1. Well, I've got 2, but I've not played much of 1. But I need to. Because
Shenmue looked like a fun game when Jen played it. I mean, the funny thing is, I'm guilty of literally just wasting all my money on the Gashapon things for Sonic figures.
That's what I did.
That was a fun little game.
Heavy says, for the Gundam stuff, builder parts and optional abilities greatly increase your arsenal and gunpla. However, now it seems that for the new one, they've been replaced by EX actions. Yeah.
That was another thing that was Hitman 2.
Hitman 2, yeah, that was out recently.
Why can't they call it another name? There is a Hitman, that is a Hitman. They're going to have a Hitman 2, but there's already a Hitman 2.
It's like the Battlefront 2. It's like there was already original Xbox Battlefront 2.
The thing is, I'm happy I'm happy we've not done too much researching for E3, because that's when you get the really like impactful sort of trailers that come in and you're not expecting anything, and then next minute they drop something and it looks fantastic.
Drop it.
Try and think what else is Death Stranding. They need to show me more Death Stranding.
They have to show the gameplay now, because we're all confuzzled as to what it's going to be.
Didn't they say it was going to be out like 2019 or something?
Something like that.
Because they said the turnaround for it was pretty crazy, considering the whole deal with the actors at the moment. I heard a load of stuff basically saying like Kojima says it's going really fast. So I'm assuming they just threw all the money at the wall and Kojima just got it up and running really quick. I'm always hyped to see what more Death Stranding will come from this.
I'm sure they'll obviously they'll show footage of Battlefield 5 and then
Battlefield 5 I have to wait on, because like I'm not too big on Battlefield. It's the only one that we really played like loads of was Bad Company 2. If they did Bad Company 3 right, I'd be happy about it, but they probably won't.
Oh, I think they'll show. They'll show footage of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Just don't kill me, horse. 10,000 times, David.
I'm sorry, man. The knife throwing in that game was brilliant.
I had a pile of horses.
Forbidden says, Moody, what would your opinions be if they show a new Armoured Core? It better not be Gen 5.
With the armoured Batman at the end.
See, the thing is, they'd have to play really heavily to like.
I enjoyed For Answer.
Yeah, For Answer was the last good AC game. They'd probably, if they're gonna do anything for like AC, they'll probably do like a cinematic trailer, and it won't be showing off that much. That's the only problem, because FromSoft tend to do that. They just do the cinematic trailers, and then they don't really do any gameplay related stuff, which is a problem.
I remember you getting me into that when I got the 360, and you got me into my first one was 4.
Yeah.
And you got me into like mech games, and I thought, yeah, they're pretty good.
For Answer was fantastic playing that on co-op, but everything since has kind of dropped down. It has to be a new generation that isn't 5. 5 seemed to be not popular with a lot of people. It's like even Japanese players, I've seen translated articles and stuff where they're basically just like 5 was pretty meh. You know? So FromSoft really have to backpedal that now to bring back that franchise, because it's died off so fast.
Another one is there's Mega Man 11, because that looks pretty good.
Oh. So I know Forbidden's gonna say it now probably, but
what?
Let's see. The shadows die twice, Moody. What? Not sure about that one. Forbidden, you're gonna have to like spell that one out for us.
That sounds like really creepy shit. He needs to now go watch a load of videos and decipher stuff.
Freaking
Metroid.
Metro. Oh yeah, God, Metroid Prime. What was it, 4?
Yeah, 4, yeah.
We're up to 4 now?
So they'll have Smash Bros. Obviously they're doing Smash Bros. So, but I doubt they'd have Ridley. I know people are like talking about that, but I doubt it.
So Shadows Die Twice is a teaser at the Tokyo Game Show. We're gonna have to look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4. Bayonetta 3! I'm remembering all this stuff now. Bayonetta 3, I need to see more on that, because someone was throwing teasers around before saying that basically they're going to go and reboot it, or they're going to do like another universe storyline because of how 2 went. I still need to complete 2. My backlog goes back like 4 or 5 years now.
You definitely do need to complete that. It's fantastic. But the thing is, though, it just revolves around it. The story just like, completes itself.
Question is, because we've seen the Smash Bros trailer and Siphon's talking about it here. I think, did you mention it, Justin?
I mentioned someone saying Ridley, but I doubt it, because people are just like, because people want it.
If they do Smash Bros again, it better not just be the latest one, just redone.
Yeah.
Because like we played that one to death. It played well, but we need a new one that has like as many maps in it as possible, because I keep on asking for Saffron City Gym from the first one and I don't get it. No, not Saffron City, sorry, Silphco.
That would be awesome.
It was just funny watching all the Pokemon pop out the top of the lift shaft.
Apparently there's rumours of a new Gears of War.
New Gears of War?
There's rumours, I don't know if they're going to do it or not.
How could you do a new Gears? I've not even played 4. The last one.
Spoilers, at the end of 4, like, what was it now? Because I'm trying to remember. I've played the campaign, but I've just forgot how it was.
Last one I played was the one before 4, not 3.
Judgment.
Judgment. I played that when I was when I was doing the security job. I played it at like on a shift and completed it in 12 hours.
Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I think one of the Locust's queens, or one of the Locust people, like. They had like a hybrid human or something like that. I don't know what it was. One of the women in your party. I forgot how it went. Gears
of War 4, not memorable. That's a bad sign.
It was a long time ago when I played the campaign. And
here's one for you. It's not related to Smash for the moment. There's been rumours of an MGS3 remaster on 4chan. I still need to play MGS3. It's like everybody says it's fantastic, but I've only played 1 and 2 because of Solid Snake.
Yeah.
I played MGS 1 and 2, and then I played 4 and the Phantom Pain.
like on about remastered, I'd like to see a 1 and 2 of Metal Gear Solid remastered, and Smash Brothers collection like Melee Brawl, Wii U.
If they did a collection, like
I'd like to see a new one instead of a HD collection.
It's 4chan. Nothing's valid from there, says Siphon. No, there is. It's just hard to. It's hard to filter through the stuff and actually find out what's real and what's not. That's the funny thing about it, because you'll get people posting on 4chan with actual stuff that's credible, but it's drowned out by the amount of other fake stuff that's on there. So yeah. Heavy says, that reminds me, the Phantom Pain is currently free on Gold for Xbox One.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Another thing I want to get is the Spyro trilogy as well, because Spyro was awesome.
Oh yeah. I've been looking at that. They released 20 seconds from the new Spyro stuff. I still need to finish my playthrough on Spyro. It's like that was the whole point, was to celebrate the re-release before it comes out. Well, the new one before it comes out. I got stuck in Treetops because there's one level in Treetops, or it's not Treetops, the swamp area, the hub world, the swamp. I got stuck in there because I've played the game always up until there, but there are some sections which are a bit awkward that you need to do to 100% it. So I've got to actually finish that run because I wanted to do that and Crash. Reminds me, recently Crash has been redone. Well, it's re-released on the Xbox. They did the PlayStation 1.
That's good, because now everyone can. Well, near enough everyone can play it now.
Imagine if we got Chrome Hounds too, says Siphon.
Hounds, I remember that.
I didn't like the first one. I'm like one of the few people that thought it was too slow, and I'm coming off that thinking.
Well, that's another thing. Do you remember? I know I'm coming off someone else now, but I don't know why I just remembered. But you remember that old original Xbox game, Black?
Yeah.
I'd like to see if they made another Black, because that was
Black was really good.
That was surprisingly really good.
One that I would get really hyped at, to finish off the Chrome Hounds 2 stuff. At the moment, I don't think Chrome Hounds 2 would be a good idea, just because the first one was good. It kicked off a lot of Xbox Live play and things really early on into the Xbox 360's life cycle. But the thing is, I'm saying it's slow, and I'm playing Steel Battalion, and that's slow as hell. Well, it's slow until you get upgrades and things.
I think it was the original Xbox, the starter kit for online, and you had a load of demos with it, and I think that was one of them.
Yeah, Steel Battalion was around quite a lot early on.
I think Mech Warrior was one of the demos as well.
Mech Assault, yeah.
Mech Assault, sorry, yeah. I remember playing some of that.
Metal Wolf Chaos, man.
Metal Wolf Chaos, that is a very, very, that just surprised me. That I love it.
The whole that thing that Devolver Digital posted. If anyone sees it, go on Devolver Digital's Twitter. They did a campaign, sort of a teaser ages ago, poking at the fact that they may do a remake of Metal Wolf Chaos. And sure enough, they posted up and said that it might be at E3. I am so hyped now. They have a trailer for that, and all you hear is Richard. I'm just going to be laughing my ass off.
Just keep going down.
Okay, so we've got.
Well, this is another thing now. I know I'm going through all this. Sorry. Is there any maybe what's kind of looking forward to with Rage 2? Because I really liked Rage.
Oh yeah, they did the teaser for Rage. I never played the first one, but I heard that people said the technology behind it was good, but the game itself was kind of meh.
It was 60 frames per second. The story was meh, but the gameplay was awesome. That's the thing. But it's obviously ID and Quake.
Do you reckon we're gonna get another Forza game? Because they've announced Forza at every single E3.
I don't want Forza 8. I want Forza Horizon 4, because Horizon 3 was really, really fun, and for Horizon 2, both of them.
I still need to get Horizon 2. It's like $8 in town. I keep going. I went in the other day, picked up the box, went $8. I look at the Forza Horizon 3 box, and that's 22, and I'm like, $8, $22. Maybe I should just buy the third one. And then I'm like, but I like the setting for the second one. And then next thing they're going to turn around and be like, it's either Forza Horizon 4 or Forza 8. Because on a more serious note, Microsoft have no exclusives. Crackdown's being held back. I'd like to see more of that. But apart from that, nothing is out at the moment. Apart from what the last major release was, Sea of Thieves and State of Decay. and State of Decay did not make an impact, and Sea of Thieves is getting there, but it's slowly being updated.
So they've done well with Sea of Thieves, but the thing is, it's losing its player base, unfortunately.
So looking at chat here, Siphon says maybe Metal Wolf will actually finally come out of Japan, so we don't have to import it.
That'd be fantastic.
That killed my wallet when I imported that.
Just a remaster would be nice, but
I can't wait to see my Shark launcher in HD.
Oh, please keep the cheat codes and everything. Don't do it as DLC.
Forbidden says, what if they announced Vanquish 2?
Vanquish 2. Yes.
Vanquish was amazing. Jen's currently playing Hitman in the background and struggling here. She's eating the pad because she's doing the last mission, trying to do it on, like, what, expert difficulty or something, Jen?
Bayonetta 3 and Vanquish 2, yes.
Mission of the last campaign where you gotta kill a guy, but you gotta collect a file beforehand, and I can't figure out how to get into the room because I can't find who has the key to the room. But you can't be seen, you can't leave a dead body, you can't. It's basically as expert, and you can't do any quick saves.
Looking here, Heavy says, screw. Gotta wait till Stoo gets back, but I'm just loving at this. Screw Forza Horizon. I just want a fully fledged Hot Wheels game from Forza. Yeah, because they did the DLC in the third one.
Micro Machines V3 redone.
Oh, Micro Machines, but like that.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Original Micro Machines.
I remember the Micro Machines cart that we've got in the other room. Isn't that Turbo V3 that's got the two ports for the Genesis and the Mega Drive in the top of the cartridge, so you can play 4-player on one console.
We got that, and we got the PlayStation version as well.
Heavy in chat here says, screw Forza Horizon, I just want a fully fledged Forza Hot Wheels game, because the DLC.
Yeah, the Hot Wheels DLC was absolutely amazing. The Blizzard Mountain was pretty good as well. The Blizzard Mountain was fantastic, but Hot Wheels was even better.
Darkstar says, I'm tired of From Software doing Souls-themed games.
Dark Souls Battle Royale.
See, the thing is, they have some really good artwork on Pixiv for stuff like a crossover between Dark Souls and Armored Core. I'd love it if they did a new Armored Core like that, where they took inspiration from both and just mixed them. So it was Dark Souls Armored Core style.
So it's in like a gothic themed.
It's gothic themed Armored Core. Like they were doing with when Kojima was designing Zone of the Enders 3 before it got canned.
Zone of the Enders 3.
I hate having to bring up stuff that gets canned. But like, remember when they were doing the concept art for that and they showed Jehuti and it looked really kind of techno-organic? Well, imagine that for Armored Core. I think that'd kind of work, considering a lot of Souls players are like, oh yeah, we want more.
As much as I want a Zoe 3, we need something a lot, like you said then, like if they just did something like that, that'd be nice.
Let's see. FromSoft should make something else other than Dark Souls.
That was a good call out. I don't know who said it. Vanquish 2.
Forbidden, yeah. Vanquish 2 would be good.
I would love that.
Forbidden also says, if FromSoft announced Bloodborne 2, I would absolutely lose it.
That would be fantastic.
Well, technically that's not Dark Souls or Nioh.
Yeah, Nioh was good. Was good when I saw you play it.
Nioh was really good, yeah.
So Siphon, going back to Microsoft stuff here, Siphon says, if Halo 6 is announced, that'll be an exclusive at least, and then there's Gears of War.
I swear to God, if everything's Battle Royale, it's gonna make my piss boil.
It's just because Battle Royale is a really popular genre at the moment because of PUBG and...
Octopath Traveler?
What was it? What was the other one? PUBG and thingy, I can't remember.
Fortnite.
That was it. I remember F, but I couldn't remember the actual name properly.
Oh yeah, that's out in September as well. That SNK Heroines.
Oh, SNK Heroines! I want that. Wonder whether they'll show any of that.
They need to show footage of that Shadows of the Tomb Raider as well, because
the new Tomb Raider game.
We just need to.
That's probably going to be.
That's definitely going to be like a big headline for the Xbox E3. Like, we're going to show you.
There was a controversy over that recently about how they changed Lara's model so she looks a little bit more, not exactly muscly, but she has a little bit more weight to her. I'm going to have to see that in game because I don't know whether people manipulated the screenshots or not.
I can understand if she's muscular because of being more athletic because she's climbing and everything, so I would understand that.
I think everyone's going to probably agree on this, but at this point Microsoft's pretty much screwed unless their E3 is perfect.
Let's hope so.
Like you know how we had that Halo 3 announcement in like 2006 or something, or 2005, where they did the whole live action one, and they said, look, it's going to be out in 2007. Okay. They literally have to land something like that. I think Jen's just rage quit because of Hitman.
I need to loo.
All right.
I'm sorry.
They need to do a new IP, which is, well, they've done Halo, Gears of War. I don't know. They need to do something.
They need to secure
out of the ordinary.
See, the whole thing is like with the 360.
Just don't jump on the BR the battle royale battle wagon.
They've gone full 360. Microsoft at the moment. They're back at where they started. They started off with a console that wasn't as popular as the PS2 or the GameCube, but they hold their own because they had a couple of decent titles. And then they go to the 360 era, and you see them buy up a ton of developers because they're just like, look, we've got this money, we'll throw it out, we'll get as many games out for this thing as possible. That made them do well. That's why the 360 was so good. But then after that, they've kind of floundered again and gone back to the original Xbox with the way that they handle the games, to the point where they have no exclusives. So they've got no decent Halo game because they buggered it up. The Gears of War, the last Gears of War, wasn't exactly memorable. And the Forza series is the only thing going for them, and they've not had one of those. So
I think the Gears of War 4 multiplayer is still active, and they still do tournaments and such, but it's not as popular as.
They cancelled Scalebound. That looked okay.
I was looking forward to that. I was actually looking.
Kind of reminded me of Devil May Cry 4 mixed with
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, a little bit.
It looked really good, yeah.
So yeah, like,
and we need to see more gameplay footage of Anthem.
Oh god, Anthem! I honestly think that is gonna burn because of how messy the development's been.
Yeah.
Crackdown 3 is going to come with the Halo 6 beta, which is why it's been delayed. I'm telling you, says Forbidden.
What, Dave? FIFA 20.
Yeah, FIFA 20 and another UFC game. We'll be set. Apparently, Scalebound, Platinum wanted to do single player, and Microsoft demanded multiplayer, which kind of pissed off Camille. Yeah, I can imagine that. Camille is really easy to piss off if you look at his Twitter.
Is. By the way, there's nothing wrong with sports games. We just don't
like them.
We just don't like them. Yeah. If you like FIFA, yeah, by all means.
I feel like Microsoft has really dropped the ball going into this, and the expectations are pretty low as a result for E3 because they have nothing.
I hope they don't get like Sega, like just software only.
See, the thing is, if they do, that's their own fault. Although they have the PC market to keep them afloat. But was it recently, where like within the past couple of years, where the new, it wasn't Phil, but one of the new heads of Microsoft were basically like, we're thinking of canning the Xbox division because it just loses money. I remember an article on that ages ago.
I think, yeah, but I'm not sure if it was for the Xbox One or when the 360 first came out. But that was a huge success.
I wouldn't like for Microsoft to get taken out of the market, not because it's Microsoft.
I like Microsoft.
You know,
yeah.
It's just the whole thing of it's better having more competition. You know, so.
But it seems like Sony's just doing really, really, really well.
Sony's doing really well at the moment because they learned what went wrong with the PS3. Yeah. You know, the PS3 was really notoriously hard to develop for, so you only had like a handful of studios that did proper really good games, and then the rest was just really bad ports and timed exclusives that Microsoft bought up because they knew the 360 was killing them.
I remember you could actually install a Linux operating system on the PS3. I thought that was fantastic, and then they
took that off, and then we had the whole scandal of them being DDoSed because of it, and then we had that lawsuit against the guy that did it because of them wanting to stop all the source code from being pushed around because there was exploits, wasn't it, where you could still install it on certain systems.
I don't know. All I remember, you could install Linux, but that was it.
When is the Sony reveal? Because people are just asking in chat.
I'll look now.
Jen says she thinks it's the 10th. So
1 second.
Honestly, I think FIFA may be the ground zero of pay-to-win loot boxes. Probably. That's one thing we get to see, hopefully, in the future, is whether that anyone's going to announce that at E3. Like, we need to start a bingo card of what could be announced and how bad it could be. Because if anyone announces microtransactions, guaranteed they're going to get one hell of a backlash at E3. You know, because of Battlefront 2. I think Sega should come back, says Siphon. That would be great. See, I'd love for them to do that as well, but I think they're just happy doing arcade machines in Japan. They seem to be living a lot off arcade machines in Japan. And then the rest of it is just third-party software because they don't have to spend loads of money, because the whole thing is Sega used to just dump a ton of money into marketing and new technology that they didn't necessarily need. Like the 32X is evidence of that, you know, in terms of like they didn't need it, but they just did it anyway because the Saturn was coming out and they wanted something to bridge the gap.
Where's the schedule?
I mean, in terms of stuff at the moment, Sony's making a killing because they're basically were in the same position that Microsoft were when they had the 360 going, and it was killing everything else. Microsoft are basically where Sony was when the PS3 was out, and Nintendo's just happily trundling along like normal. Oh, that reminds me, new Nintendo games. We've not talked about Nintendo much yet. We talked about Smash, but like that new Pokemon, the two new Pokemon ones, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah,
they look so good because we go around Kanto again. As long as Jen gets an Eevee, she's happy.
Making me want to go on the Switch now.
the Sony conference. The Sony's on Monday, June 11th, 6 PM Pacific time.
Okay.
Nintendo's Tuesday, the 12th of June, 9 AM.
I'm half tempted to just stay up and do streams of reactions and stuff.
Square Enix and Ubisoft is literally like on the 10th and then the 11th. Ubisoft's 11th as well.
Ubisoft will announce some I imagine a new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, because they're doing it in the Roman times, I think, because they were.
Sean's gonna jump all over that.
It's literally like Total War, but Assassin's Creed style. So you'll have Centurions and different things like that. Back to Nintendo though, yeah. Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu.
What else have Nintendo got?
Smash Bros.
And what else? They've got
Metroid, obviously.
Metroid, Bayonetta 3. Any new Mario games, do we reckon?
There's the Mario Tennis what's coming out. I think there's a demo out, I think now, or is it over now?
I don't think there'll be an impactful one like.
It was actually quite.
The last Mario game that everybody played on the Switch.
Oh, Odyssey.
Odyssey, that was it. I honestly don't think there'll be another one of those for a while in terms of like a really impactful one, because they've had like 64, then they had.
What if they did Galaxy 3?
Galaxy 3 would be interesting because they've had Sunshine, 64, Galaxy 2, and then Odyssey.
Yeah, Galaxy was like one of the best Nintendo games ever for me. I know a lot of people say it's like fantastic, but I think it's one of the best.
So Heavy says, what about No More Heroes 3?
Oh, No More Heroes.
I like that.
No More Heroes was a really good franchise.
Really good, yeah.
I like them to give the release date for that Call of Cthulhu game.
Oh, the Call of Cthulhu. What is it, a remake or is it just a reboot? Because we've got the original one in the other room.
I'd love a new Call of Cthulhu.
Originally it was just going to be a remake, but now they're actually changing it to make it a bit more unique. So it's a reboot remaster.
Ooh, so yeah, that one's definitely one to look for.
I was saying this to you before, but I would love to see if Nintendo just even teased it, F-Zero on the Switch.
If they turn around and drop either a new F-Zero that's similar to GX, or they drop a remake, or they drop a remake of GX for the Switch, that is going to be amazing considering they teased stuff on the Wii U, with the Nintendo Land, because they actually had the F-Zero bit on Nintendo Land.
They did, yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I remember plenty of times turning around to people and being like, you need to make another F-Zero because it's so good and we've not had one since the GameCube.
I think it's the only game that's got really, really, really good multiplayer on the Switch is Splatoon and Splatoon 2. But I know they're focusing on Splatoon 2 DLC.
I was going to say that they might release a sequel to Splatoon, but if they're just focusing on DLC at the moment,
I think because they've got the Squid Girl one, I think there's a campaign for it. I think, I'm not sure. I think they teased that.
They did Pikmin 3, so they could always re-release that because that
I like Pikmin.
I reckon they're gonna start re-releasing more, or you'd imagine to market them more on because of the Switch being so popular that they'd remake some of the stuff that was on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, Xenoblade X.
Yes.
If they dropped a remake of that now, that would be great considering
all the Xenoblade games.
Considering Xenoblade 2 was out like what last year. Be kind of good to drop that. Yeah. Then what else did we have on the Wii U that was really damn good?
Super Mario. Is it 3D? Was it
3D Land? Yeah, that'd be good.
Or is it 3D World?
The one with
3D Land or 3D World.
Yeah, that was it. 3D
3D
World.
Land, I think, was for the 3DS.
The world with the Cat Mario and
that was fun.
And Cat Peach.
Just fix the cameras on that for multiplayer, and I'd be happy.
I remember that was fantastic. The Super Mario 3D World.
Just think you'd only need like 2 sets of Switch remotes for that as well.
My favourite game is Super Mario World.
So I'm trying to think because they can easily re-release stuff that was on the Wii U, and then put it on the Switch. Or at least you'd imagine they'd be able to, because that's why they redid Bayonetta. So they need to take advantage of stuff like that. Did Labo even go anywhere? Says Heavy. I'm not even sure.
I think it did just for families, like for children, just by creating things. Let their imagination run wild. I thought it's good for children.
Labo is a neat idea. I've seen some really cool stuff done with it, but I don't think it's going to make as much of an impact as they think it will.
Yeah, I think it's just for like not it's not arts and crafts, but it's
kind of
similar.
It's trying to get them into sort of idea of code. Coding sort of like when we grew up, we had the Connects thing of you could put this thing together, make it, and then you can put little motors. It's trying to get kids into that sort of thing.
I see where they're going with it. Siphon says it's been semi-successful around where he lives. So I mean,
it's a good idea as well.
Forbidden says
it was old.
Forbidden and Heavy have made, or we're trying to make the same joke here, but they've both said, "What about Metal Gear Rising 2 Pachinko Edition?" Oh, freaking pachinko machines, man! That kills me. Konami they dropped the ball there heavily. They were already abusing staff members with the awful work conditions, and then they go and get it to the point where Kojima just leaves. I was bad that.
What if in the pachinko machines you get Snake's voice and you try and get one to...
I'm just trying to think of more Nintendo stuff because
they need to show the gameplay footage of Metroid 4 though. I want to see that.
Metroid Prime 4 footage, Pikmin 3 on the Switch, that'd be good because that's the worst part. I'm thinking is they drop the ball when they have everything be a Wii U exclusive and the Wii U's clearly not selling anymore. So anything that they've got on that that's a major title needs to be remade in my opinion because then they'd make more money off it. So like for instance, Pikmin 3 can be redone and put on the Switch.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Games that sort of been announced for this year. We've got Captain Toad.
Tado.
Is that a sequel for Captain Toad or is that just Captain Toad?
It says Treasure Tracker, so I think they've just re-released it.
Yeah.
Sonic Mania Plus is coming out.
Oh, Mania Plus, yeah. I forgot about that. I wonder whether they'll show anything off about that.
Well,
no, wait, no. That's soon, isn't it? Mania Plus.
July.
Yeah. July. So next month I'm buying that then.
Physical release.
Ooh, it's gonna be good.
I accidentally clicked something. I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" I wanted to see what Close Nightmare is, but I've got
that. I think with Sonic Mania, I think with people who actually own the game gets the free update for Plus.
Yeah, something like.
I hope so. Anyway.
Okami and a Professor Layton game are coming out on the Switch.
Is that Okami the HD remake?
Yep.
For Switch. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, you can have Popo on the go. Popo on the go. Popo on the go.
The Heroines game's coming out on it. RPG. I'm just skipping through some of them. But Mega Man 11's coming out on it.
Like what Jen said, like Call of Cthulhu would be. I'd like to see that on the Switch.
Call of Cthulhu on the go.
Cthulhu on the go.
Valkyrie Chronicles is coming out in October, but it's also coming out on the Xbox and PlayStation 4.
Which Valkyrie Chronicles is that? 5 or something?
I've not played
4.
I don't remember. I think I remember. I don't know. Valkyrie. I remember playing a bit of it.
Yeah.
But
Valkyrie Chronicles is really good, but it's like I didn't get it for the story as much as I did just the cool gameplay.
And games that haven't have announced dates. Ace Attorney game is coming out on the Switch. That's gonna be cool.
I'd like that. That could be at E3, a new Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
I know. Monster Hunter, like I said, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch, so that'll be good. Having a Monster Hunter on the Switch.
Someone's going to be very happy to hear this. The Dark Souls remake is going to come onto the Nintendo Switch.
Dark Souls remake, yeah.
So you can you can have a rage face on the go
with the amiibo.
The Blob 1 and 2 is coming out on the Nintendo
Blob?
Switch.
Re-release of the Blob.
The Blob.
That was a good game, though. I remember
that. Microsoft's is on Tuesday the 12th. So
Microsoft's is on Tuesday. So what is it? Who's got it first? Microsoft or Sony?
EA.
EA. Oh god.
EA's got it first.
EA's announcement: microtransactions in everything. Pay to win. We're now going with that live service gold.
No, EA Saturday the 9th. Then it's Microsoft on oh no, yeah, it's So Microsoft's next on Sunday. Then it's Bethesda after that. Straight after that.
So it's EA, Microsoft, Sony, Bethesda, or.
So it's EA just for Saturday.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday it's Microsoft and Bethesda, and then on Monday it's Square Enix, Ubisoft, and Sony.
Oh boy.
And then just Tuesday's Nintendo.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting. AC7 coming 2018 since last year.
There's no announcement.
Oh no, wait, that's Ace Combat 7. I read that wrong. Oops.
No date announcement for Windows only so far. Quake Champions.
See, I installed that on Steam, Quake Champions. There was no, well, for me, because I'm kind of shit online. I needed an offline with bots, and it didn't have bots. So I waited in just last week.
A Quake game with no bots.
Just last week, they just put it in beta now, so when you go into training mode, you can play with bots. So when they're saying that they're having proper offline AI mode, so
Heavy says here, getting back into Sonic Racing, there's a bit of concern about how slow the gameplay looked. I saw a bit of it, but what's up?
The World Ends With You final remake for the Switch.
Yeah.
The World Ends With You, wasn't that the one that was kind of like Kingdom Hearts?
It was similar to that, yeah, but it was like a rhythm game.
They had the character in Dream Drop Distance, didn't they? The main one.
The crossover.
That reminds me, why are they not like putting Dream Drop Distance on the Switch?
I think they've already got it on the the PlayStation 4 Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 remake.
Yeah.
Well, not remake, the remix, I should say.
Remix of the remix.
yeah. I know it's confusing.
I'm trying to think of other Nintendo titles.
But no, the World Ends With You was a very, very good, very underrated, but very good. I think it was on the 2DS. But yeah, it was really good. And then because they're making a final mix of it, that's gonna be fantastic, because it's gonna be one of the best rhythm games on the Switch. Oh,
you just lost it there.
It was a really good game.
Here's one thing as well. Why isn't Luigi's Mansion 2 got a remaster on Switch?
Oh, yeah.
Because they did Luigi's Mansion, then they did the second one on the 3DS. Nintendo, get on that.
Luigi's Mansion HD Collection, please.
They are doing a Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS that hasn't been announced yet.
Well, that'll be interesting then.
So they still could put that onto the
So, Heavy said, what about the concerns about the Sonic racing game? You know, with the speed and the characters and everything.
I'm really concerned about the parent that didn't know what Metal Sonic was. I mean, we need to really start educating parents on what Sonic characters are.
So for anyone who, oh god, Jen's coughing her lungs up.
Sorry.
So for anyone who wasn't there when I did the All Stars Transform stream, which I ended up taking down for other reasons, basically we were going on about the apparent focus testing that was done in London for the new Sonic game, racing game. And apparently the focus testing got a bunch of children in between the ages of about, I think it was 8 to 12.
I didn't know about this.
Oh god, you're going to hate this, Stu. I'm going to watch your reaction here and describe it to everyone. So basically they got this focus testing group in, and they showed him a load of Sega characters.
Okay.
And apparently the parents and kids couldn't name hardly any characters apart from Sonic ones. And then even the parents had troubles naming characters like Metal Sonic. So what Sega did was, instead of making All-Stars Racing Transform 3 or All-Stars Racing 3, they cut all of the All-Stars out of it and just made it racing. So that's why it's just purely Sonic now.
I can understand why kids won't know many of the Sonic characters now, because it was like an early generation, like in the 90s and that, but I don't know.
It's like...
But like you said, the parents should know. Like, if they are like if they like playing.
See, I don't know what's worse now. Me getting upset because kids obviously don't know these other characters that are, well, apart from Sonic, all these other characters that are really good from good games. I don't know whether it's me hating the younger generation for them not recognizing all these cool things that they're missing out on, or Sega for dropping the ball and not releasing or making these games well known enough to the younger generations, because they're missing out loads here.
Well, that's the thing. They should take that now and go like, okay, they don't know what Ooh La La is. Remake Channel 5. Maybe not Part 2.
Channel 5 Part 2 was hard.
I just got annoyed at it, and it wasn't as fun as the first one. But like all the other characters and like with Shimui and stuff like that, it's like, well, they're already making Shimui. I'm just more annoyed at the parents because it's like, here's a character. It's metal. It looks like Sonic. What's his name? What would they call it? Bart.
Bart.
Emulatronica says, wait, no mention of Metal Wolf Chaos PC port being pretty much confirmed today. No, we talked about that. That's what sparked this entire conversation.
That's fantastic.
Don't start him again. He'll never stop.
Yeah, do not start me. I am a huge fan of that game.
Speaking of like Sega, then I would love to see a new Jet Set Radio.
I tuned in late, says Emulatronica. Sorry, I don't want to make it sound aggressive. Oh god, I love that game.
Jet Set Radio, please. 3.
Jet Set Radio 3. Jet Set Radio Future is an Xbox exclusive at the moment. They need to get it off the original Xbox.
Xbox One exclusive. Jet Set Radio Infinity.
They need to do a remake of that. I get annoyed when Sega drop the ball with stuff like that, because like they focus heavily on Sonic, but they don't bother bringing any of their older franchises up to speed. Like, for instance, I told you ages ago when I bought Burning Rangers from the Saturn, I would love to see a HD remake, but they've not even done that.
I'd like to, because I think you got me into Techromancer. I'd like to see a new Techromancer.
Get Techromancer on current gen consoles so I can just try and have a go at everybody. I would love that.
Another one of my favourite.
I can show everyone my train.
Another one of my...
Is this podcast going to stay up, says Mecca? Yeah, I'm going to keep this one up.
Another one of my favourite games of all time. I'd like to see a new Ninja Gaiden.
New Ninja Gaiden? So what, Ninja Gaiden 4?
Yeah, or just like...
3 dropped the ball though, didn't it? Like, heavily.
Yeah, I don't... No, but I think they did... I think it was Razor's Edge. I think they did.
Emulatronica says Evil Zone needs a re-release.
Evil Zone, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ergies.
Guys, yeah. Imagine if they did a HD re-release of Guys for the PS.
That would be awesome.
With the new cloud model.
And yeah,
with the new cloud model. Don't get Jen started on Final Fantasy. She'll talk for hours.
Well, not at the moment.
not for hours. If you can hear coughing in the background, Jen's currently got one hell of a cold. She actually didn't want to do the stream, but it was kind of me just throwing down after hearing Metal Wolf.
Dave was just very excited after I showed him.
I'm kind of pinned in the corner because he's stood up the table and mic and everything, so I can't really escape.
So yeah, it's really improv. I just threw this table down that we got in the middle of the room and just went Metal Wolf now. Threw out the microphone and just went, let's go for this. So Jen and Stu are kind of pinned on the sofa at the moment.
I shouldn't have shown you the tweet though.
Dude, that tweet, man, that Metal Wolf tweet has just made my year at the moment. If I wasn't hyped about anything else for E3 because I hardly knew, and then the moment Devolver dropped that bomb, it's just like, right, I need this now in my life.
I would like to see with Dissidia, because they did a Dissidia on PS4. I know it was very it was very bare bone, but I'd like to see more features, like from the PSP, like a story mode, like Dissidia Dudodecim, I think it was called.
Jen Heavy says you may have caught the incurable cough of death.
That feels like it at the moment.
So so chat says here, Siphon says Galgun needs a re-release. Didn't they do Galgun 2 on the Switch?
They've actually put it up on the PSN, didn't they?
I think they did. If anybody wants me to stream Galgun, just put a message and chat about that, because I actually have it on Steam and I would do it for a laugh.
It's a fun game. I beat you to it.
I know you beat me. Jen actually got the game on the PlayStation and beat me on the PlayStation. So like, it's what happens with every single what can be described as like a waifu ecchi game. Oh, it's on PlayStation, yeah. Every ecchi game that we've got for a laugh, Jen always goes on it after I've played like a couple of hours in, right? And always kicks my ass. She did it on Senran Kagura.
Well, technically with Senran Kagura is what started it, but that was because I bought it. I didn't know what I was buying. I pre-ordered because I walked into a game store one day and it was just a box, and a Nintendo Switch box with boobs with a ninja scroll in it, and my brain just went, that's a Nintendo game with boobs. That's not right. I'm going to pre-order this, in which the girl behind the counter just laughed because I went, I don't know what this is, and she didn't know what it was. But she said because they didn't know how to pronounce it, I had to come in and say I've ordered the booby game when it got released, which I had to do. And it was the guy behind the counter at the time, and he just sort of just stared at me like I just turned around and said, I have 3 heads. And then she ran out from the back and she was like, oh, I'm so happy you got it. And I came home with it, showed it David, was like, I think I bought a waifu game. And he just kind of snatched it, started playing it, so I snatched it back and finished it.
Kind of nice.
That was the 3DS one, Senran Kagura Burst.
And then you went and tried to find all the other ones.
Yeah, that's what started it off.
And then you two showed me that game, and I thought that was actually looks fun.
Ever since, whenever we've got something like Senran Kagura, Galgun, Hoonie Pop, or whatever, Jen has always outplayed me, beaten the game before me, and put in at least 100 hours into each of them. It's insane.
On Jen's Steam, on your Steam, that's your most played game.
Hoonie Pop on Steam, over 150 hours. Jesus Christ.
And then Stardew Valley, I think.
Yeah, Stardew Valley is like 140 hours. I was trying to get all the trophies for Hoonie Pop. I've still not done it. I've got all the trophies for Hoonie Cam. That was really easy to get.
Mecha says, so Jen's a real gamer, and Siphon says, that's the secret to a long-term and prosperous relationship, mutual waifu games. I know, right?
The thing is, though, I find them really fun and just, I laugh. There's, like, nothing serious about them.
I think that's where we share the same kind of thing from, like, when we play DOA as well. They're not serious, but it's entertaining to play them.
Especially if you put the cheat on to say you're 999.
So looking back at the E3 stuff here,
I was just gonna say, you know, if anyone likes the Lego games, you know, the DC villains Lego game,
yeah,
that looks fun.
Huh.
That looks fun. That's just my take on Lego, though.
Mecha says here, Cloud's Jen's husbando confirmed. You've not seen her shrine to Cloud in here.
Right next to me, she literally has a giant, a big shrine to Cloud.
Right, we have.
Oh, here we go.
Cloud with the bike. Normal Cloud, Crisis Core Cloud, Kingdom Hearts Cloud, Theorhythm Cloud, Tiny Cloud, a Mini Cloud.
Pop Cloud.
That was
Amiibo Cloud.
No,
we got Amiibo Cloud, yeah.
Not Theorhythm Fancy. You know the chibi one that was released on PS4. World of Final Fantasy Cloud.
With Sephiroth.
Basically, Jen. To put it in summary,
just every variation of Cloud.
Jen's favorite series is Final Fantasy. She has every version of Cloud possible.
It ranges from other characters as well.
She has other characters, yeah. But
it ranges from Play Arts Kai to Theorhythm to mini ones, and yeah.
If there's a figure of Cloud, she has it.
I think I'm missing about 2.
Don't level Ares.
Emulatronica says...
I just realised you have Red Mage as well.
At this point, they can announce a new Steel Battalion and get a big physical controller at E3 and I can die happy. If they did that, I'd end up losing more space in the house.
I think, unfortunately, they'd do VR, wouldn't they?
Oh god, yeah, they'd do VR again. The last one was Kinect, and then we've got this.
I don't think they'd do, actually, VR because of how bad Kinect came out.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that guy, I think it was at E3, and said, I'm just going to look underneath my shoe, and then his character just like turned into like a cube.
Dead or Alive 6 is amazing.
Yeah. It looks good. Yeah.
I can't wait to see what's going on with that.
September seems to be a good month.
Steam has made an announcement that, I woke up before and Jen told me this.
What?
Steam's announcement that came in the wake of all this BS that's gone on with this Christian group trying to ban, like ecchi games and things like that. Oh. Heavy says here, Steam have announced the fact that we ain't going to censor people's games anymore. That is the best sort of thing that can happen at the moment. As long as it's not
trolling, bullying, or illegal, then they're not bothered.
As long as it's not anything like extreme like that.
Mecha says, does Jen have a Cloud body pillow? If you actually sent her a link to what she's going looking now for one. She'll probably get one.
She'll just go on Amazon now and it'll come like today.
If there isn't one, I'll make one.
She'll make she will make one.
So I'm just catching up with Steam here. Siphon says, yeah, Steam is going to be less accurate is doing even less to curate the store. That means we can get more sexual visual novels.
It's not a body pillow, but it's absolutely adorable.
That's the one.
See, there will be asset flips, yeah, that are still on the store for Steam, but
they're not illegal.
They're not illegal.
They're doing new. Is it Shaq Fu?
Oh no, not Shaq Fu. I saw the honest trailers for that recently. The other one. Let's see. On the Heavy says on the bright side, asset flips don't make it that far. That's true.
I'm just.
Mecha says it means anything goes until they want to remove it for trolling. True. Forbidden says, Jen, do you have Play Arts Kai FF7 Cloud? Oh no, Advent Children Cloud. That's the only one that I don't think she has.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was one of them that I'm missing.
That was the one that Daz got when it first got released, and now it's got like a re-release or something that's about another 100.
I think I've got it.
Yeah, I think you have it.
Because I remember when we went to that Japanese shop.
Because when I met Jen, she originally had the Kingdom Hearts one, if I remember rightly. Then we got the Crisis Core one, and then the original one, and then I got Jenna the bike one for her anniversary.
Is that a figure arts of very?
Yeah, and then we've got SH Figure Arts, Varies, and Tifa as well. So we've got like a group of 3 of them.
Well, no, technically I think we got 2 Aries and 2 Tifa.
Yeah, because I got some, and then you got some.
Yeah, because I had Aries, Tifa, and I had Kingdom Heart Cloud. Because the place where I used to get my Play Arts, they were not very good at getting Cloud in. That's why I only had him.
See now. And
then.
Forbidden says I have it.
Please give me your address and then please leave your house for about half an hour.
Emulatronica says, remember kids, if you don't give asset flips publicity, they'll sink without trace soon enough. True. That's true. As long as you don't turn around and start buying into them or turn around and be like, look, asset flips again. As long as you don't do that, they'll just go away. Heavy says, I think I saw a tweet of a guy pulling his unpopular game from Steam too. That's good. They're slowly weeding it out by everybody just turning around and being like, yeah, we're not buying your stuff. You know, so if nobody's buying it, it's just going to disappear. It's literally the whole thing of want and demand for marketplace. You know, in terms of like, if the marketplace wants it, they'll buy it. If they don't, nobody's going to buy it. You know,
like Jen said, as long as these games are not trolling or doing anything what like actually is focused to hurt people, then.
As long as it's not something like rape play on it or whatever.
Yeah, as long
I remember the controversy of that.
Yeah, as long as they don't do
that
something
wouldn't be put up. That'd be classed as illegal.
Yeah, because it's an adult-only game.
Context.
Yeah, context as well.
As long as they don't do something stupid like that, then.
Yeah, because there was huge controversy for obvious reasons about that ages ago.
What they should do is like for when you like do crafts and stuff, you put stuff on the site. You have to put you pay a little fee to put something up there. If they actually put like a fee, like even if it was just 20p, it would actually start putting the asset flip people off because they'd be like, we've got to put on asset flip up. We normally got to put like 20 up in one day. It's costing us 20p, and no one's buying them. It would stop them instantly.
Yeah.
That looks good. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. That looks good.
I'm trying to think of what else has been. Freaking Fallout 76, that's been in the news recently for controversy, and that's going to be launched soon.
I don't know what that's going to be, though.
So, speculation is that there's some kind of like online co-op element to it. Don't know how that's going to go down.
I know I keep joking about BR, but I just don't want everything to be BR.
I honestly think VR's a gimmick.
No,
I know BR, but.
Yeah. But VR, yeah. But it's
Fallout MMO, says Mecha.
It seems like it's going to be like Shelter 2.
I remember somebody mentioning in the article that it was meant to be like Rust or something. I've not even played Rust. I've heard of it, but
like the meme 1v1 me on Rust, mate.
Yeah, 1v1 me on Rust.
I know the other one. What they're going to definitely show is Call of Duty, Black Ops 4.
They always have a Call of Duty. That's the problem.
It's going to be Black Ops.
It's that yearly franchise that never goes away. It's a bit like Assassin's Creed, except that Assassin's Creed is actually getting a little bit better again now.
Origins was very, very fun. I really enjoyed
that was
Origins.
the Egypt one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked good.
I know a lot of people didn't like Syndicate because of the last... yeah, the bird. Syndicate's ending, it was just quick time. Like, press this, press that, press this.
Heavy in chat says, I find it ironic that the original Battle Royale doesn't even have its own Battle Royale game.
Yeah.
The movie. I think it is.
There's
trying to think of what else has been either teased, announced, or shown in a little bit. Because I'm.
No, I actually.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Did we mention that yet?
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Kingdom Hearts 3, man.
I know I said it before. I just like to see some Metroid Prime 4. Footage.
Metroid Prime 4 is going to be.
But
I imagine it's going to be shown off, or at least hinted at again.
I know, with Kingdom Hearts story, yeah, I know it's confusing, but really good gameplay. I just want to, even if they announce a demo, just to put on the,
It'd be cool
E3.
if they did a demo, kind of like Zone of the Enders Mars. That reminds me, Zone of the Enders Mars is out soon, isn't it?
In a couple of months, I think, yeah.
Because that one looks like a good HD remake.
But no, when they do the conference and they said, like, when the Kingdom Hearts 3 goes off the screen, it says demo now available on the PSN. That'd be nice.
I want to see more of Kingdom Hearts only because that Toy Story trailer was the most amazing thing ever.
Fantastic.
Sora in a mech. I never thought I'd see the day with Sora in a mech. Giant robots instantly got my attention.
Space is awesome.
If it's got giant robots in it, it has my attention immediately. I hope that this year's E3 is gonna be really good. Do we know of any hints or anything about like DLC or anything that might be dropping for certain games at E3? Because I was thinking just then, like Dragon Ball Z Fighters has tons of DLC out.
Far Cry 5 will probably announce something.
Did the second DLC for Breath of the Wild now?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if they'll do the second. I don't know if they'll show, because I know they were doing some new story for the Breath of the Wild DLC. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm trying to think of what else would possibly have DLC announcements.
Breath of Fresh Air.
Breath of Fresh Air.
That's Mega 64.
Overpriced BS Destiny DLC, says Siphon. Yep, I imagine that's
no
going to
be. Yeah.
Bungie are still in a messed up situation from that. I'm trying to think. We're going to get some really crappy FIFA game. You FIFA just don't. How cringy was that one for FIFA 2018 where they were there like, I'm actually in the game. You can play my story, and I'm thinking, I'm still looking at the car from Forza here at this point.
Why are they actually brought an actual card?
They always bring a car for Forza now. I need a bingo one for Microsoft that just says show off Forza car as one of the blocks.
I'm Phil Spencer, and this is my car. Who's in the house? Andrew House.
At least after talking about this stuff, I'm actually hyped about certain games for E3 now. Death Stranding, did we say?
Yeah, we need to see gameplay for sure and what it actually is. Because it seems like it's a virus. What's the? I don't know.
There's a lot of
speculation.
There's a lot of philosophical stuff by the look of the trailers to do with like death and the universe and time travel and things like that.
You saw
alternate universes.
MGS5. That was a lot of philosophical as well. So.
Kojima needs that to be a hit, though. That's the thing.
He's very intelligent. That's the thing, and he makes intelligent games.
GTA, what was that, 6, Siphon? Bungie's new IP. The rumored one that they were making.
The thing, did he say GTA 6? Or?
I think it was.
Well, that's the thing is.
GTA 6.
They're focusing on way too much on GTA Online.
I think they want GTA Online to be a perpetual thing that will go on for ages.
If they keep that separate and just have a GTA 6,
because I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a 10-year plan for GTA Online. That was released in 2013, wasn't it? Because I remember getting that when I worked at Sony previously.
No, GTA 5's last DLC is either coming out or has come out.
Alright, so GTA Online's slowly coming to a close then. What was the gap between...
If anyone's like as old as me would remember GTA 2, because that was really fun, GTA 2. It'd
be crazy if they started recreating all the older GTAs.
Do you remember GTA London?
Jen does, because
London was awesome.
She went on about the respect thing in it for ages and couldn't remember what the hell it was, and then we eventually found out that it was GTA London.
Because every time you died and respawned, it would tell you, so remember, respect is everything, and I didn't know which one it was, and it was driving me mental.
Siphon's brutal here in chat. He says Bungie just needs to die. They lost all the talent that made them Bungie.
But that's a bit...
To be honest, he is telling the truth. Most of Bungie that actually cared have gone to 343. Which is ironic because 343 is still screwing up stuff. They jumped out of one sinking ship into another.
I don't know what Bungie's really doing. I played Destiny 2 for a bit, and then I got bored of it. That was it.
See, wishful thinking is me getting a remake of Oni. Because I still need to actually play Oni properly on like stream or something, because I've always wanted to actually get to the end of it.
I'm just looking. Yeah,
Siphon Sword Salt like crazy. Have you read the leaked Activision contract from publishing Destiny about 5 years ago? No, I haven't.
I know this is well, speaking of Activision, Blizzard, the announcement. Well, there was someone said in an article there's a job listing for an untitled game, but apparently it's the new Diablo, like Diablo 4, I think, or a new expansion.
As long as it doesn't have that auction house problem from 3, and as long as people can actually play it. Like what was it? Error 90 something or 70 something? No, Error 63 wasn't it for Diablo?
Yeah, Error 63. That was it.
Something like where nobody could get online.
That was the problem. But when Reaper of Souls came out and they did, that was it. Then everyone loved it because they actually redeemed themselves with that. That was it. But I would like to see. I loved Diablo 2. I like Reaper of Souls. I'd just like to see
Diablo 2 is fantastic. If they did another remake of that would be. Well, if they did a remake of it, that would be good.
Needs more cow levels. More cow levels, players.
Siphon says, I was so hyped for Destiny years ago, but my mistake, the mistake after mistake has increased my cynicism. To be honest, that's what I'm like with them now, because I played the demo or the early beta for Destiny 1, and that just put me off completely, because it just felt like there was no actual proper cohesion to it. It was just, I'm walking around shooting things, there's hardly any explanation. You know, it's like, you take the storyline out of Halo, and all you're left with is a walk around sim where you're wanting the context, you know. Emulotronica says the contract makes very few for a very interesting read in terms of Bungie's new game and how much resources they are contracted to be allowed to dedicate to non-Destiny projects. Ooh, we have to get into that. Destiny was overhyped shit, says Emulotronica. Also, Forbidden says, what about if they did a remake of Shogo Mobile Armor Division? That would be interesting, considering that was out around the same time as like Unreal Tournament, or at least it looks like it was made using things similar to like the Unreal Engine originally. I've seen it, I've not played it, but it does look good.
I wish they carried on with the Unreal Tournament, you know, the alpha build on the Epic.
That's the one thing that I've seen you for years talk and call out, is that whole Unreal Tournament 4 or Unreal Tournament remake on Unreal Engine 4, but because it's done by fans, it's never going to be done.
I just wish that
could have actually been done properly instead of them doing Fortnite. Yeah.
I remember Unreal Champions with Raiden. You can play as Raiden.
Somebody recently said if they made an Unreal Championship remake, you know, with both of them together, that had Raiden and the heavy Egyptian theme, and then the first one, which was basically just an Unreal Tournament 2004 for the original Xbox.
2004 really cool. Was one of my favourites games as well. That's another one of my favourites. And you too.
So Jen, you got that look on your face?
No, I couldn't find a good cloud pillow, but I have found a site in which I can actually make my own body pillows.
Jen's going to be making her own cloud body pillow.
The thing is, I just spent ages setting up the stores, and then I found that store.
Chibi Cloud body pillow online.
But then I found another site that basically I can put my own artwork up to sell items, including making body pillows. So I'm now like, maybe I should make body pillows.
You just started her off.
I don't need more ideas. I'm supposed to be working on a comic.
Jen is like heavily creative. I'm gonna have to put your artwork in the link in the description, Jen. Start pushing that like crazy, because Jen's artwork is really good.
I'm actually getting one of her artwork as a tattoo.
Stu buys Jen's artwork like regularly because of how much he likes it.
The thing is, I've not got one style. That's the problem with me, because a lot of artists are easy to push. Like my digital style, I've got a cartoony style, a realistic style, then I've got ink, then I've got pencil, then I've got marker. It's just like
Mecca in chat here just said, so she's surfing Pixiv for some super sexy clown pictures. No.
If I need super sexy clown pictures, I draw my own. I'm joking.
She just draws her own stuff.
Draws her own BL story.
Forbidden says, Jen, do you do commissions?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll put your links in the description after we're done, Jen, so when this actually gets published and goes live, then everybody can check it out. if you're interested in what kind of artwork Jen does, because it's very, a mix.
There's a variety, but it's mainly horror, isn't it?
My favourite one recently is that one that she did of Rainbow Fish. Did you see that one, Stu?
The mermaid one, the mermaid themed.
No, not the mermaid one, just the Rainbow Fish.
Oh, the Rainbow Fish, yeah.
Fish, the babies.
Oh yeah, sorry, oops.
That one, they did that last Wednesday.
I think the ones people like the best is Dave likes my marker art the best. Stu seems to like my ink work the best, which I actually need to post more of. And then I have the SCP fandom that likes my realistic style, painty.
See, I like
thing.
That's the thing I like
Penguin
as
art.
well. The SCP art.
Yeah, did you see that comment recently? Somebody said that Jen's art looks kind of like those ones that you see on the old Penguin books. You know, from when you were a kid.
Oh my god!
Because it's all painted style.
That is a call out. That's brilliant. That Penguin Publishers, yeah.
Mecca says.
Oh god, yeah, because it's.
So Jen makes her own dojins. No. She probably could if you give her enough time.
Yeah, it's your theme's just variety.
Jen's artwork is a huge variety, including she used to do 3D stuff ages ago, but she's now focused more on the drawing side, which is really good.
Wherever makes you happy, there you go.
Trying to think of what else could be bringing it back to E3. I'm trying to think because we've covered a ton of stuff in the past. Like what?
We'll talk about Dreams because that's an arty program that's coming out.
Sea of Thieves has a new update. They're talking about new updates and things. I want them to talk about the new map upgrade where they're making the map larger so that we can explore new islands.
But are they going to add blubberfish?
If they add blowfish, then you're not going to hear the end of it.
I know I was on about Lego before. Is it just me who just wants a Lego Punisher game?
Lego Punisher would be hilarious. Just imagine you walking around just punching people into oblivion.
Just like little red blocks.
Doesn't even need to be red blocks. Just do it as the standard Lego stuff, but instead they don't come back.
That's dark.
You punch them, they explode, and then they just don't come back.
He puts them in the little box thing where you store the Lego box.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Electronica says, "Gotta dash, catch you all later." Thanks for staying by, Electronica.
Indeed, thank you. I don't
believe this all started just from that wolf.
It all started with me showing him a tweet, and now I'm sorry. No, it's fine. No,
I want Lego Punisher now, man. You punch them, they explode, and then the parts just stay on the floor.
Lego Punisher.
It's not even a thing, but
we need it. Can you make it happen? Is it TT Games?
Go to TT Games and be like, make one now.
PLS, please.
Sounds like any Lego game. Yeah, but the thing is, in other Lego games, the characters respawn. You just have no respawns. It'd be so silly but funny at the same time.
I'm just checking. I'll see what we've missed.
Go to TT Games and send him an email. Either that or I'll try and find him on Twitter and just be like, you need this now. I need this in my life.
Bohemia Interactive announcing a new Xbox One exclusive, which is a new IP for the Xbox, so that's interesting.
So Microsoft may have at least one IP.
Amazon Mexico leaks RPG Maker, a new one.
Why is it that... Let's talk about this, right? Why is it that Amazon and Walmart and places are leaking all the info for these games now? What is going on?
Games at hand... Oh, no.
Next thing that's going to happen is Walmart's going to be like, yeah, we got leaks on the new Spider-Man game. It's like, what?
If anyone likes... Because I think I've only played one, but if anyone likes the Tales series, like Tales of... Like mine's Tales of Vesperia, because that was on the Xbox 360. That was a good RPG.
Doesn't the Tales series just keep going down and like changing the first letter of the word?
Vesperia.
Vesperia.
Well,
what else?
They've got a Vesperia remaster.
Something Mythos, because I got that for the PSP.
Yeah, Gamatsu has just said like there's a Tales of Vesperia remaster for the RPG's 10th anniversary.
Forbidden says Walmart knows what's going down. Yeah. I want to know how. Do they have inside information on the industry or what?
That's another thing. I know we've not talked about it, but do you think it's too early for a new Uncharted?
Too early.
Too early?
Too early, I reckon. Could they even do one after Uncharted 4?
They'd either do it with...
the daughter?
I was going to say spoiler the daughter, or with the brother.
So it'd have to be a spin-off, basically.
Yeah.
Because Nathan gave up on 4, didn't he? Because he settles down with Elena at the end.
Yeah, they settle down. Though I wouldn't mind playing it with Sully. Though, because Sully's not retired properly.
Mecca says Walmart are in on everything. I don't know how they've got to have insider information, man. That's those leaks. They're not meant to have leaks.
I think they have to do to like actually sell the games, you know, in the shops and that. So they might have to know what's. I don't know.
The funniest stuff related to leaks was when they put out the whole description on every single website for Detroit, having Kara as the main character, and then immediately after like the launch, they've just changed it now, so it's a generic one because it was all supposed to be Kara.
I wasn't a fan of like them type of games, like, you know, Quantic Dream ones, but I'm not saying they're bad or anything. I'm just, it wasn't for me. But
no, you're right.
I liked the look of Beyond. I like the look of, well, I played Heavy Rain. That was actually alright.
I need to play Beyond for you because I remember you saying about it.
I've never played Beyond, but it did look good.
All you need to know is Joey gets an assault rifle in the face and halfway through the game all the time if you make mistakes.
I know we mentioned about Detroit for a while, and I just got it, and I actually really enjoyed it.
I'm wondering whether they're going to do any DLC for Detroit, but they did. No, they won't, because they haven't had any DLC for any Quantic Dreams, have they?
No, they had it for Heavy Rain.
Oh, Heavy Rain was
Heavy Rain had some,
was Heavy Rain a sort of a one-off thing?
Sean!
Then? It was like a missing chapter style thing, like.
That would be interesting.
So I'm trying to think of whether they could do any DLC for Detroit because of all the assets they've got.
They could explain RA9.
Forbidden says, Moody, what if they announce a Skyrim game, or just they announce Skyrim on the microwave? Yeah, because that's the joke. They put Skyrim on everything. I could probably play Skyrim on the original Game Boy from like the 90s at this point.
I want Skyrim on the SNES and Mega Drive.
Should do that and just do like a video piss take where it's just Skyrim on the original Game Boy in green and dark green. You know, because those are the only colours. How long is it till it's revealed that Walmart has a corporate espionage equivalent to MI6? I would not be surprised.
Careful.
Almost pulled the wire out of the microphone there.
What's our equivalent of what? Oh no, Walmart's
Asda, because they bought Asda.
Yeah.
Walmart's really EA, we just don't realise it yet.
Walmart.
So, like, here's stuff going back to the game.
I want to know what this sushi game is on the Switch. It looks cute. There's a sushi game.
Oh, yeah. I'd actually want
Sushido or something.
I want
I don't know.
the Switch to actually use the controllers more like they said they were going to do with the Wiimotes, you know, where like drums and things like that.
You can do on a couple of games.
Because I sit there and just drum with the Switch remotes just for a laugh when I'm playing games.
Cookie Mama on it.
Cookie Mama.
Oh, yeah. And you
Cookie Mama 2 dinner with friends.
I knew one of them would be good. Plus, you can use the motion on the Switch to catch Pokemon on the Let's Play.
Remember when beans were sold for 2 cents a siphon?
I remember when Freddos were 10p.
They won't get that reference.
Yeah, they won't, will they? That's a UK reference, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like UK only references like Freddos being 10p, and what else was there? Penny Sweets being actually a penny.
There was a craze in the 90s, what was Pogs?
Pogs, yeah.
And I think it came from the USA, so... Jen's trying to complete a level on Hitman.
Last level on Hitman. Just trying not to.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx her. So
Forbidden says the sushi game is Sushido Striker.
That's it. Yeah.
I saw it on the news updates on the Switch when I started it the other day to play Xenoblade 2.
See, I like little funny games like that.
That reminds me. I wonder whether Xenoblade 2 is going to get a third DLC pack because it's already got the first and second ones.
It might do. New is it?
New characters. It'll be new characters and new quests. Pogs even more useless than fidget spinners, says Siphon.
Yeah.
But you could collect them all at least.
Siphon says, gotta get off, gotta go to work, I'll talk to you guys later. Aye. Goodbye, Siphon. More DLC for Final Fantasy 15? They've had so much, that's almost as bad as Skyrim been on everything.
I still need to get the Ignises and Promptos. And
the DLCs.
I don't know if I should
Cindy try DLC confirmed now.
Comrades, you know, the multiplayer one. I'm not sure if I want to try it, but I'll give it a go. But I've got,
have they released Dead Island 2 yet? They had the trailer years ago, but...
That was Riptide.
Oh, yeah,
that was Riptide, Dead Island 2 Riptide.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have just...
We got
I know we've got Dead Island Riptide, but I thought it... Because there's an actual trailer for Dead Island 2.
I think that's what they were gonna. I think that's what Riptide was supposed to be.
Search it up, Steve, for us for a sec.
It'd be nice if they actually did a proper 2 though, because Riptide wasn't that great.
Heavy says, "I want a game based on the Emu War."
Yeah. I know they're doing. Apparently, there's a E3 gameplay reveal of Total War 3 Kingdoms. If you like Total War,
Sean will like that.
Sean's gonna like.
Sean is really into Total War.
Sean's one of our friends.
Forbidden says, "Ignis is my new husbando."
I've come up with a new recipe.
I've just made a new recipe.
Hey, he drives you around and cooks for you.
Best,
I like Ignis,
best boy,
Awesome.
followed by Gladio.
He's best boy.
Gladio's amazing.
I like Prompto as well. He's funny.
I guess I go for Noctis. He's the only one.
I'll be Prompto then.
That moment when you can be totally straight and then still say that you have best boy in game.
Well, I like Noctis in Tekken, so.
Noctis was good in Tekken. It's just I still don't know how the hell he works.
And he's my second on Dissidia.
Don't die, Jen.
I think it was Riptide Day.
Maybe we'll get some info on EDF5 localization. Ooh. How many Earth that's stupid of me. How many Earth Defense Force games have there been? Well, they might be announcing a 5th one. That's just answered my question.
No, there is. There was one I saw. Hold on.
Last EDF was that one with the giant mech. Was the giant mecha in while Jen dies in the background?
I saw it on that list.
Forbidden says, "Dude, listen, I'm straight, but this makes me feel weird in my pants."
He's best boy.
I've just come up with a new recipe. Stu, let's camp here for the night.
You're giving me wowzers in my trousers.
There we go. PS4 Earth Defense Force Iron Rain. Not no date announced, but is in development.
It better have more giant mechs in it. That was like the highlight of the last one. Ignis makes straight men gay, says Forbidden.
That's fine.
I just realised that we actually had food yet.
No.
No, it's still in the oven.
Oh, do you want to call it? We'll have food then. Because we've more or less exhausted everything at this point.
Before we leave, Half-Life 3.
Stu wants Half-Life 3.
No, just Half-Life 3.
Starring Ignis.
Starring Ignis is now like the
Ignis
G-Man.
takes over from Gordon.
The I-Man.
4.1's mecha weren't diverse enough. R.I.P. Jen.
Poor Jenny.
Jen and a crazy coughing.
This is how Eris died, not with a sword, but with a cough.
You know what would, closing out, you know what would be good, and we've mentioned it multiple times?
What's that?
Remake of Burnout 3 in HD.
I was going to say...
On all platforms, including Steam.
Burnout's HD collection.
But they'll do what they did with Crazy Taxi and change the album.
They can't change the album.
They changed the album and ruin it.
They can't change the album.
I want to see Burnout. I did get Burnout Revenge, you know, the backwards compatible on the Xbox.
Is it good?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
I'm going to have to get that.
It's cheap as well. So, it's, yeah. But Burnout 3 Takedown, we need that on backwards compatible.
Half-Life 3, the card game edition.
Burnout Battle Royale. That's the joke now.
The new joke is, it's either released on everything, including a microwave.
Yes.
It's got a Battle Royale edition. It's got pay-to-win expansions. Or it's Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
It's very poor.
No, but again, nothing wrong with Battle Royale. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
Next Battle Royale game will be Half-Life related. That way it can be vaporware and Battle Royale at the same time.
Where's the crowbar? I need to find one.
It's not released yet.
What about Portal 3?
They don't count to 3, you know, Valve don't count to 3.
Portal 2.5. and then just skip straight to 4. There you go.
I remember when they said they were going to do episode 3. And I wasn't a babby when that was announced.
And the Fire Nation attacked.
And then the Fire Nation attacked, yeah.
Didn't they say they would, like, you know, the Source engine? Aren't they remaking that from the ground up or something? Like making a brand
Source
new
Engine 2, they've been using it to do a lot of new stuff, but it's mainly just they've put the assets in Source Engine 2 so that they can show them off.
No. I was just going to say, I was wondering
unless the reason why they're holding everything back is literally just to do a new Source engine and just fill it full of updates, that would half explain things, almost as if it had a half-life of itself.
Yeah.
Try and link that in with it.
I'm just seeing what
we've talked about everything under the sun, including No Man's Sky, which I didn't expect to talk about.
On the Xbox, I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that.
It was like a giant thing when they basically released it.
I must have missed it, but I don't know how I missed it. But
now it's game on for Microsoft and Sony. What's gonna be better? No Man's Sky or Sea of Thieves?
I was just
No Man's Sea.
No Man's Sea, yeah.
Well, people keep saying Sea of Thieves is like No Man's Sky, but it's not. I
know people want a campaign for Overwatch. So, but
Overwatch.
But I think that'll be for BlizzCon though. It won't be for E3. I think that'll be for BlizzCon if they do that. But that's another story.
Have you heard how broken the new character is? The one that's like Reinhardt. Well, it's Reinhardt's armourer, Bridget.
Baguette.
Yeah, basically, I only keep up with this because I keep getting recommended Overwatch stuff. I don't even want Overwatch anymore, but it's like I've not played it since that last Halloween event. Yeah, apparently Brigitte is broken because she can just do everything and do it really good.
I think I told you Symmetra's had another rework completely.
Yeah, I hate Blizzard. They can't balance anything.
She has a completely new.
That's one thing that you can guarantee we'll get something about is Overwatch news at E3.
Oh yeah, that's another release in August if anyone cares about MMOs, World of Warcraft.
Forbidden just said Brigitte is so fucking broken. Basically, I watched a video on it, somebody was complaining the other day. Brigitte is so broken, she can do everything you want in Overwatch.
Yeah.
She gives armor, she can defend, she can kill anyone
passive heal when she does that.
She can do a passive heal. She can kill anyone with under 200, under 300 HP really fast, and she can push. So basically, she's every class in one.
Another.
Why would you do that? Just whoever was in charge of testing at the time that they did that is stupid.
It'll be partly because people have complained, saying, "Well, I want to do this, but I also want to do that." And it goes, "Well, that's the idea." It's like with Team Fortress. It's like, do you want speed or do you want power? If you want speed, you got to be the scout. You want power, you got to be the heavy. You can't have both.
Yeah.
We don't care if you want both because it's not fair.
I know it's nice that they listen to the fans. It's just that it's just the fact that they keep changing and changing.
It's nice that they listen to the fans. It's just that I want Tracer's butt pose back in the game. Thank you very much. I'm messing.
No, I don't know if
it's because Jeff doesn't give a fuck anymore, says Forbidden.
Yeah,
my name's Jeff from the Overwatch team, and I'm taking a year-long vacation. But, yeah, whatever happens now is not my fault.
I like obviously new Diablo. I like a new StarCraft. Not bothered about WoW, but if anyone wants Battle for Azeroth, there you go.
Let's close it out there, because honestly, I think, because I woke up and just started doing the stream and didn't really have any food or drink, I'm half passing out here at this point on stream.
In conclusion, we're looking forward to
everything.
Richard!
That's like the most amazing thing I'm looking forward to now. You better show that off. Devolver, you better show that off before I pass out on stream.
I think Devolver's got their own
publisher. Event,
speak thing.
Anyone on the Xbox team, can you bring out Better Nope 3 Takedown and backwards compatible, please? And Nintendo, can you bring out F-Zero? Thank you very much.
We'll close down the stream now before I die, literally. I'm like passing out here.
Get food,
get a drink. Try not to die. Do more streams later on.
But no, I'm glad we talked about this. This was quite nice, this.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone that showed up before I die on stream.
He's messing, he's not. He just needs
seriously, I feel so bad at this point.
We'll get you food. It's alright.
Yeah, Devolver's basically turned around and got their own thing.
Devolver has their own section for E3. This is awesome.
So I know they did it last time as sort of a joke thing, but now they're between Bethesda and...
Let's check chat while I'm like lying on the table here at this point.
Yeah, they're just after Bethesda's one on Sunday. So I guess this time they're not planning to troll and actually going to announce something. Well, they did announce something last time as well, but it was more trolling than anything.
That moment when you regret all your choices for today up until the point of doing a stream without eating or drinking.
Well, we're gonna
don't worry, you can have Ignis, his best boy.
We're gonna get a new recipe. We're gonna have nom noms and we're gonna have a drink.
Right. We're gonna close this out now before one of us ends up dead on stream.
Take care, guys.
Thank you very much for coming by. Stay tuned for more streams in future, whether it be gameplay or otherwise. We'll probably be streaming E3 reactions as well, by the look of it, because I actually want to do that just for a laugh.
Especially the yeah, that one.
That would be so funny.
Richard.
We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I won't die now. I'm just gonna eat everything in the pantry now.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. What?
Bye.